Okay, Piper, let's hike. Let's hike. Hike. Good. Hi, good morning. This is Lori, not your ordinary dog walker. And I've just decided to bring you guys along for the journey while I try to rebuild my business. That's a bit of a story. So there's stories inside stories, and it may sound like I'm all over the map, but really I'm not, because you can't have one without the other. So, where have I been since 2012? I was on a hiatus, partly because YouTube forced me either to comply or not with Google Tube, and I chose not to, so I got locked out of my channel. Not out of all of my features. I was still able to view content, which I did, and I could still subscribe to channels for their content, but all my other interactions were pretty much squashed. And I would imagine that went for anyone else who didn't comply with the terms of service. And I saw a few more channels come and go. I saw a few channels grow. And a few of us kept in touch. Lost a few friends. So clearly you can see that there's stories inside stories just on the little bit that I'm sharing right now. But this is how I plan on rebuilding my life now. Vlogging about what happened when I went to launch my dog walking business on the Lower Mainland. And what happened, where I am now, and how I'm moving through it all. So my plans have changed, but yet remain the same. I'm still going to launch my business. I just went from having access to 250 houses and dogs to having to relocate 6 hours out of town. Oh, hang on. I always feel like somebody's watching me. That's a joke. Anyway, I just didn't feel like talking over the helicopter. That was a great hike, Piper. So getting back to what I'm doing now is I'm having to grow my business one dog at a time. And on my backup channel here, I am just going to talk about what's going on. So part of this is I'm going to look further into how homeowners could get away with having an illegal suite for 15 years. And because I was on the Lower Mainland, there's a huge housing crisis there, as most of Vancouverites know. The housing market has pushed smaller homeowners out, right? With the whole thing, just from the buying and the selling and the flipping, and there's so many stories inside the housing market too, right? And I wouldn't be aware of any of it if it wasn't for YouTube and my awakening. And so I'm grateful to be privy to what I've learned, even though I'm caught in the crunch of all of it. Good girl, Piper. Keep hiking. Hike. So my way around it was to relocate, and I'm going to vlog about it and share it until I'm able to actually launch my business. I mean, I have all the paperwork in order, but I don't have the contacts now, right? I had done all that networking years before I launched the business, right? I got all my ducks in a row and made the contacts, the connections. I was well established. I just needed the business license, and then last April, I couldn't get it because after completing my studies and graduating, because I was in a bylaws class, I learned that if I had proceeded with trying to apply for a business license, not only would I have been denied, I would have been homeless. So that's where the greed has taken over with the housing market and homeowners, that people are so desperate to maintain what they have that they will put the livelihoods of others at risk. And that's another story inside the story, inside the story. So if you love complicated, my channel's for you. If you love living in the solution, this channel's for you, because I'm going to show you how I get out of all of it. And it may not happen overnight, but I promise it's going to happen. And you could probably help me by sharing this content. If you could share it on your social media to help push it out so that there's more views, more people can find out. Because I'm sure I'm not the only one caught in the housing crisis. I was to go from a renter to an owner in 2 years had I been able to successfully launch my business where I was. But because I complied with the terms of service the municipality handed down, I couldn't, because they could also revoke my licenses for dog walking and my business license straight across the board of the province of British Columbia. So I'm aware of the consequences. That's why I didn't do it. But what bothers me is how people can get away with shit, excuse my French, for 15 years and still not be accountable. So that's the update. I will keep you posted with content. I'm going to try to get out here a couple times a week. You know, the whole algorithm's changed, and you know, the way that you used to upload and gain your views and subscribers, those methods don't work anymore. So I've also had to re-educate myself on how to build my YouTube channel. It just came so naturally back in 2010. But now, yeah, it's like there's a billion people on YouTube at one time, and everybody's competing for views and watch time and subscriptions. And I mean, I don't want to go crazy about that part of it, but it's definitely important that that I try to grow the channel and rebuild my livelihood. So I'll get back into some of the other content as we go. I don't have to do a hike to share that, but I just thought I would bring you guys out today and share a hike with you guys and just get reacquainted. So on that note, I'm going to call it a hike. It was really great to get reacquainted with you, and I hope that you'll stick around for more vlogs. We'll be coming to you live soon. All right, guys, take care. Love you. Bye.